So let's talk about 3 things I really like about this bike and 3 things I don't really like about the bike. So we'll start with the things that I dislike. Personally, I wish that this came with more street-oriented tires, because riding on the streets, you really want to have that extra grip with braking, you know? And it does have solid brakes, but having these tires paired with those brakes makes them perform not nearly as good as if it had street-oriented tires. So I don't really like these tires. Another thing I don't like is that the speedometer is way off. So this will show 37 miles an hour when I'm actually going 31 or 32 miles an hour on GPS. I looked it up, and I think the bike ships with the wrong wheel size. I don't know if they do that on purpose to have the miles per hour seem higher than it actually is, but you can fix that by going into the options and changing the wheel size. Then it's going to be more accurate. And the last thing is something I kind of forgot to go over, so we'll bring it up now, is the way you turn the motors on and off. So you have these switches. Usually a switch like this would be like for a light switch or something like that, but this switch actually turns the front motor on and off, and then this button here turns the rear motor on and off. You know, I think it's a little better having it in the display where you can actually use a button here to turn the motors on and off. I mean, once you understand what's going on, it's fine. It's just, you know, it's a little wonky, a little confusing at first, but yeah, that would be the third thing. So now 3 things I like. You know, finding 3 things I didn't like was kind of tough. You know, I had to be pretty nitpicky, but because this is a pretty great bike. I like this bike a lot. So I really like that it has dual batteries. You know, having that extra 20 amp hour battery, 52 volts, it puts this thing, I don't know the total, but it's over 2,000 watt hours. So that's the first thing, is having the extra range from having 2 batteries. Obviously, the next one is going to be having 2 motors. Having that second motor makes this bike way funner. Like, it actually goes the same top speed as having a single motor in the rear or the front, but it's just that added acceleration, that added torque, that fun factor is just increased so much by having that extra motor. It makes this thing just super fun to ride. That's the second thing I really like about it. And the third thing I really like about it is the safety features. I really appreciate how it has full working brake lights, turn signals, running lights in the front and the rear, and it has a pretty decent headlight. Included in that is having these mirrors. A lot of these bikes don't come with mirrors, so I really appreciate how this bike came with them. You know, it's a really nice thing to have, and it makes riding so much safer. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Please hit that like button, comment, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, again, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.